UFC 101 Declaration. I hate to piss on your guys' battleships, but I declare this card might suck ass. Before I start, I made a mistake in my last video on the World Athletic Doping Association. It's World Anti-Doping Association. Thank you, my friends, who pointed that out. Also, UFC 100 had a friend challenge me online. He put up his picks, I put up my picks, and it ended up being a tie. And the bet was if he wins, I give him a shout out. So since he came the closest to beating me when it comes to predicting full cards, I'm gonna give him a shout out anyway. His name B. Richardson. His name Brian. I don't know why I call people by their YouTube names. Sometimes I meet people in person, I call them by their YouTube names like a dumbass. I think that's stupid, but it's a habit I gotta break. Yeah, he tied me. We both went 5 and 6. And then you're probably thinking, man, Todd, those some sweet ass graphics at the beginning of your video. You're really getting established in the internet game. Not true. My friend did that. My friend L, his YouTube name is El Dudio. His name is L. He hooks it up. He make me look professional. He also did my channel background. Okay, to the fight card finally. I was gonna predict this fight, but more I got into the fighters, more I wanted to predict it. Neer Sadollah versus Johny Hendricks. That Johny Hendricks is every one of his pictures, he looked like he like on some good shit. He looked like he just fucking, he sleep with his eyes open. That man's gonna bring the upset. I'm not too in depth with both the fighters, but I'll go with my hunch on this one. I'm going with Johny Hendricks. I don't think it'll be too big a blemish on his record though. I think he'll have a great career, that Neer Sadollah. The Dentist versus Batman. Josh Neer versus Pellegrino. Now I know what you're saying. There ain't no way a fucking dentist gonna beat Batman. I don't care what comic book you reading. I don't care what TV show you watching. A dentist is gonna get his ass kicked by Batman. But this is MMA. And you still might be right. That Josh Neer got the height. I think he got the reach also. But Pellegrino is the more established fighter, I would say. He reminds me of Clay Guida. He'll keep it 100 miles the whole fight. I don't know what kind of superfoods he eating, but he keeps it going 100 miles an hour the whole fight. I don't think the dentist is going to be able to keep up with that. If the dentist have a good round, it's going to be the first round, and the dentist is going to have to finish it the first round, because no way he's going to be able to keep up with the Pellegrino. And I see the Pellegrino winning a decision. Could be a split decision though, but I see Pellegrino pulling the decision up in this. Batman will come out victorious. Anderson Silva, Forrest Griffin will be a barn burner in every meaning of the word. Anderson, a lot of people, every one of his fights, people jumping off the bandwagon. Woo! They're fucking parachuting off his bandwagon. Because he not being as spectacular as they want. He not devastating people in 10 seconds like they want. But a lot of that has to do with his opponents. Patrick Cote, Talis Lates, they didn't bring the fight to him. When you're fighting a champion, you're supposed to take the champion's belt. Okay, I don't know why I gotta do all the sock puppet bullshit, but you gotta take the champion's belt. You can't go over there and dance around and hope to get a decision. You're not gonna get a decision. That makes Anderson Silva look bad. Okay, and then when he did all that karate stuff, the crowd kind of got on him. But man, if you could do that karate shit in front of somebody, you know what I mean, you'd think they'd have enough common sense to throw a punch while he's doing karate shit, but they can't keep up with him. It was his way of showing the crowd that, like, I could do whatever the fuck I want, this guy's not gonna swing on me. And Forrest Griffin. Everybody know every time we see fucking Forrest Griffin, he got a black eye. He got a black eye one way or another. He'll go to the supermarket, come back with a black eye. You don't know what the fuck happened, but Forrest Griffin always has a black eye, like kind of like Chuck Liddell, which means he likes to strike. He probably don't turn down any sparring sessions. Forrest Griffin comes to fight. He don't give a fuck. He really don't. And this is gonna be an exciting fight. Forrest Griffin gonna go in there crazy as fuck, and you know he like I said, he don't care. And you know he probably gonna get knocked out in the second round, but man, everybody gonna respect him. And seeing how the weigh-ins went, seeing how the stare down went, Anderson look a little chubby, Forrest look a little overtrained. Anderson still got the eye of the tiger, the laser gaze he put down in the weigh-ins like he always do. I think this is Anderson's fight. Although it could go either way. I'm going to go with Anderson Silva though. Second round knockout. The main event. BJ Penn versus Kenny Florian. quite possibly one of the most homosexual nicknames in MMA. I think they took it from like J Lo, and they kind of gave Kenny Florian his own like K Flow, Ken Flow type of. Kenny Florian is too badass of a fighter to have a nickname like Ken Flow. Whoever training with him, wherever he trains, you guys got to come up with something because you're doing him a disservice. Ken Flow, man, that sounds like some kind of fucking detergent or shampoo. That don't sound like a fucking MMA fighter. Kenny, I'm gonna think of a nickname for you. You're a tough little something fucking good. You deserve a better nickname. Anyway, now there's a lot of people going back and forth about this fight. I know Ken Florian is training his ass off. He got the Rocky Balboa like 10 o'clock shadow going. It's obvious he's training. He's training hard. But as hard as he trained, as much as he do, I don't see him progressing enough to take on and beat BJ Penn. First of all, I think a lot of people downplaying BJ because of his last fight. I don't see BJ Penn losing 2 fights in a row. First of all, he's really pissed off about that last fight. Second of all, he's going to be fighting in his natural weight class. And as great a fighter as Kenny Florian is, BJ Penn a greater fighter. It's not like BJ taking this fight lightly. If he were taking this fight lightly like back in the day when, he put down his sandwiches and his sodas and just go straight in the octagon and roll somebody up. This is different. BJ Penn has snapped out of it. He is a pure mixed martial artist, and he trains as so. And I don't see BJ Penn slipping up 2 times in a row. He's gonna keep his belt, and he eventually gonna face off with that Diego Sanchez. I see that. That will be a great fight. But I'll go with BJ in a 3rd round submission, rear naked choke. I don't see it going to decision.